part that, guy, I'm going to introduce you to Jay Nelson. Jay Nelson is, blown it up. He was in it for only 10 weeks and he literally brought on over almost 200 people now. So he knows what he's doing. So if I were you, I would take, some notes, get some clean paper. If you need some paper, get this guy gonna bring it in. And Jay and I kind of whatever I need to fill in, I'll fill in, and what.
I tell you what, the bottom line to what we're doing here is, this is a group, this is a team, this is a family, and if you plug into this family, we're going to bring you with us, we're going to take you with us on the ride, and Rob and Kim have started the ride, and I just was, smacked over the head to get on board, and then now it's changing my life. But guys, I'm just going to talk about some things that I think are key to getting you guys going fast, getting you guys really moving through this. First thing, I'm Jay Nelson. Guys, if you're on my team, I'm here to help, as is Rob. On everyone in this room, you're on Rob's team. But first thing you want to do is figure out why you're doing this. Everybody might have a different reason why. One why could be, I love travel and I want to travel for wholesale. And that's my only why. Okay? Your other whys could be, I like to travel for wholesale, but I want to make $1,500 extra a month. Okay? And some people, I met a lady in Vegas that was retired. Her Social Security was $1,200. Carlos Rogers, this young actor that got involved with this, who's now a multimillionaire in this company, basically said, I'm going to help you do this. And she said, I make $2,000 a month more than my Social Security, and I'm happy with that. She doesn't want to be like me and Rob and Kim and Carlos, because, some people want to make a lot of money, some people want to make a little money. Also, some people just want to have fun. We're having a good time. Half the people in this room I did not know before World Ventures. Now they're friends. Michael Kinney, this guy right here, this guy's one of my good friends, and I've known him 8 weeks. That is big. That is big. This thing is building me, not just financially, but it's building my heart too. And I really want you guys to plug in. The more you plug into this company, the more you'll see it change your life. So we're going to talk about getting going fast. First thing that you need to do with a person that you bring into the family, because it's really not about signing up. Everybody likes to call it signing up. How many people did you sign up? How many people did you bring into the family and give them something that I feel like I'm giving people a favor. When somebody gets involved with this, I'm doing them a favor.
Yep.
And when you realize that, when that really soaks in, that you're not pitching them to try to sell, the second that they fill that credit card or bank draft out, that means they're looking me dead in the eye, and they're like, let's go to work, Jay Nelson. Let's go get it. Because as a leader, you got to be there for your team. Yeah. When they say, hey, I need you on a Sunday at 5 o'clock to meet somebody like tomorrow, I'm there. And Rob and Kim, so if you want to be a leader and you want to blow this thing up, then you be there for your team. So you want to get them right off the chute. You want them to make a list, and you don't want them to say, well, I know some people. You want them to put it down on paper. So what I'm started to do, even just last week, I think this is a big deal, is I get people to get 3 separate sheets of paper.
Yep.
And on the top of one, I'm going to have them write this week. And I want 5 names. And I want 5 names that we are going to get in front of this week. Okay? If they put me on a 2-on-1, does everybody know what a 2-on-1 is? Yeah. The 2-on-1 is when you have a leader, and the leader with the new family member, okay? And we're going to that one of those top 5 people. All right, we're going to go to either Panera Bread. We're going to go bring them into Rob's office and get in front of their top 5 on that first sheet of paper. So once they start seeing, it's called earning while you're learning. You want them to earn while they learn. And when they watch you, do a little presentation with the DVD. Does everybody know what the Just Push Play DVD is?
Mm-hmm. Does everybody have one? Does it please get with us or something?
Yeah. Guys, this is not selling, this is showing. Okay? The DVD does the talking, okay? So your key is to get in front of that person's top 5 people in the first week on that first piece of paper, and let them edify. If you guys don't know that, I'm gonna let Kim talk about that a little later. Edifying the leader, so when they come in and you're meeting with their top 5, Kim can talk about edifying so they know who they're sitting here with. But your first page has your top 5 people. Your second page, I write at the top next week. So I want them to make goals of these 5 people this week, these 5 next week, and then the third page at the top of it should say game on, and it should have 20 names. If you can get them to hit and get in front of those top 5, the 5 the first week, 5 the next week, y'all, they're going to catch fire and this thing goes crazy, okay? So that's really what I want to talk about on making a list. Also, the key to being successful in World Ventures, I'm telling you guys, if you hear anything else I say the whole day, listen to this. Become a professional inviter, okay? Now, the first week I got in, about the first 4 days, I've been in sales my whole life. So, you know what, I always tend to think I'm smarter than the people that, it's just stupidity out of my... I thought, I know how I can do this. And, oh man, I know all these people and they love me and they know how I don't play with anything that's not huge. And I started just calling people up, man, I got this travel thing, it's amazing. And whoa. And it's basically, you cannot do that, guys. Make a promise to whoever brought you into this room that you will not do that. It's like calling somebody up and saying, hey man, I saw this movie tonight, and at the beginning this building was on fire, and then they fell in love, and then they all died at the end. You know what? It's ruining a movie, okay? The same thing goes for here. They need to see the whole presentation on that DVD. And if you try to tell them about this travel thing that's so exciting on the phone, you will fail. I promise you. If you try to call people up and tell them, if you mention the word travel or multi-level or whatever that I'm gonna be rich, you will fail. Look, become a professional inviter, and I'm going to talk about those things. Eric Giersbosky is a young guy, 26 years old in Minnesota. And I've heard, if you go in your back office, there's all these great calls. He's got one on there, guys. It's amazing. But he talks about inviting. And he says the key early on is you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable in being uncomfortable in these calls. Because, guys, some people that get involved with World Ventures will not make those first 12 calls. They're too uncomfortable to make those calls. Look, once you get past those first 12 calls, and I recommend you practice this invite that I'm going to kind of go over, and I'm going to bring Courtney up here to do it with me. She doesn't know that. I just like bringing Courtney up. Come on up, Courtney.